All-Pro.
Didn't throw any picks.
Nope.
Was not sacked on the afternoon.
Although that weird play at the end kind of was a sack. He threw it away.
And
it doesn't matter.
And you know what else it sacked?
It screwed all the bettors.
It sacked a lot of people in Vegas because it screwed the cover for the Washington Redskins.
I hate plays like that, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, he was just trying to make a play at the end.
Yeah, I don't blame him at all.
Desperate at that point.
Yeah, he just tossed it.
But, I mean, you have to be encouraged by what you saw from Haskins yesterday. And
absolutely.
This is why you have to be patient with a young kid like that, too.
And it's not like he's gone out there and he threw for 350 and 5 touchdowns. But you've seen the incremental progress week to week, and you didn't have the touchdowns and even, the 200-plus yards really to show for it in weeks past, but you'd see the progress. Remember how wild he was when he first got started? First of all, remember how lost he was. And all of the interceptions, all of the turnovers. Now, he still gets sacked too much, and although he didn't officially have any sacks yesterday, there were a couple plays there, 1 or 2 that may have been taken back because of penalty, and then that weird play at the end, which kind of was a sack.
Right.
So he's still got to work on that. But, man, he had that beautiful touchdown throw to Steven Sims. The play to McLaurin is great. That's just him hitting him in stride and Terry McLaurin doing what he does, and you'd love to see more of that.
I mean, McLaurin is just a beast. What he's doing as a rookie with the flux at quarterback.
That's amazing.
I mean, he's going to approach 1,000 yards this season as a rookie with a lot of uncertainty at quarterback and uneven play.
And I was really glad, even though he dropped a few and he was really annoying people with that, I was really glad that Steven Sims got involved and they finally used him beyond just sort of this trick play guy with these weird like jet sweeps where he has no shot.
Heavily targeted in the game yesterday. Yeah. He had 11 targets.
Too many drops.
The next highest was Terry McLaurin with 5. He brought in all 5. Steven Sims brought in 5 of the 11, but he's definitely got eyes for Steven Sims and for Terry McLaurin.
You can see they've worked together, and all of them. Another time where he ran the little option play there very, very well. And I'll tell you, he has some nice throws where he can sort of on the I guess freelance would be the word, just kind of see off the cuff, okay, I got to change my arm slot here.
Yeah.
And I got, like Brett Favre, a la Pat Mahomes or whatever, just creative little arm angles
like
to
he
get
dips
these
the arm down and sidearm slings it if
those
he has
are like
to.
natural instinctive plays that I think show a lot.
When I was watching yesterday, when Haskins, the last few games where people said he's gotten better, maybe you can kind of see it. But a lot of it was like fluke plays to me or maybe even garbage stats the last, 3 games. But yesterday was completely different. He looked like a legit NFL quarterback standing in the pocket, rocket arm, good reading the defense, anticipation. It was very impressive.
Well, let me also point out the drab T-shirt was at Glory Days Grill, and he was watching the Seahawks-Panthers game, first and foremost, with a mob of Seattle fans, including former Seahawk running back Chris Warren.
That's my boy. Yeah, we're good friends.
Yeah, they're buddies. I mean, all they're doing is taking over Glory Days Grill in Manassas and rooting for the Seahawks.
I'm a supporter of the station. I'm after those things.
Yes, you are. We appreciate
No, but
that.
see, I know, and I heard like Duke's complaining that like, what is everybody talking about with his progress prior to yesterday? Again, we were starting at the bottom. We were talking about progress like, okay, he set his feet properly.
Right, you got to take baby steps.
And that's where we were. That's how low the bar was. Let's just throw it to the guys in the right color jerseys. And that we were slowly seeing those things. Let's be a little more accurate. And I thought yesterday a lot of that was coming together. It was really, really good to see.
I agree, man.
Yeah. Imagine if he had some real weapons beyond just like rookies. I mean, think about it. He was throwing to McLaurin, Sims, and Harmon.
Well, they showed a graphic during yesterday's game. I'm guessing you guys all saw it. I think it's only the second time since 1970 that a team has started a rookie quarterback and 3 rookie wide receivers.
Yeah, I mean.
So it's the second time that's happened in 50 years.
You want to talk about being out there like, basically butt naked. Yeah, I mean, you didn't have any veterans out there. And Jeremy Sprinkle, who God bless Jeremy Sprinkle, made a nice catch. And he had Wes Martin starting at guard for Sheriff.
Can anybody tell me who Josh Ferguson is?
No.
And when he joined the team?
When he carried the ball, I literally said, who is this?
Who is Josh Ferguson?
It was shocking to me. I said, okay, I understand Geis is hurt, but where's Wendell Smallwood? All of a sudden, Josh Ferguson I had to Google him immediately.
I saw Ferguson on the back of his jersey. It's like, I've never seen that dude.
I believe he's a third-year pro. I had to Google him.
I'm going to have to click on him right now.
I don't know how long he's been on the practice squad or when they signed him, but it obviously has been recent.
He's a third season pro out of Illinois.
But the other thing is, and I just have to say this because he's often slandered. Everybody touch the ball every time. you got to give AP respect. You just got to respect him. At 33, think about it. The guys can't stay on the field. Everyone loves guys. He can't stay on the field.
He can't.
He can't stay healthy. We all love Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson hasn't been able to generally stay healthy throughout his career. We love him. AP is there. He's available for you, and he's willing to do whatever it takes. He'd like to have the ball 50 times a game if he could, and you know he's going to be there next week.
He's a 34-year-old super freak. He's just what he is.
Yeah, and look, he had a solid game yesterday, nothing crazy, but you know what you have with AP? You have someone who's available, and he's going to put his head down, and he's going to give you whatever he's got.
He's willing to go out and he'll do the dirty work for you, and you know he's going to be there.
Yeah. He's just so reliable. He's just so reliable. I mean, he's so amazing.
He had 1,042 last season, averaged 4.2 yards per carry. He's averaging just 4.3. He's got 784. He's got a lot of work to do to get to the 1,000. It's going to be tough.
Does that include yesterday's
13 games I have here on ESPN. So,
well,
yes.
He didn't play the first week.
Yeah.
Right.
Gruden screwed him. He'd be at 1,000 yards.
Yeah, well, everyone is so gung-ho to have every young guy play, but there's got to be a balance there. But I just think people just take AP for granted, and whether or not he's here next year, I think he will be.
I think he has to be.
He's the only guy that's proven he can stay on the field.
With Geis going out from injuries all the time, you have to have a guy like Adrian Peterson or somebody else ready to deploy when Geis is sidelined. It's not if he's sidelined, he will be sidelined.
Right.
But that's what he's shown so far.
I'd love to hear from people because there's a lot of things we could touch on. I mean, obviously the Urban Meyer sighting was interesting. I know Terry McLaurin tried to poo-poo it all and just say he was a guest of his there. It has nothing to do with the coaching search. I don't think it was a coincidence, though, that he was in Dan's box.
No, I don't think that was coincidental at all.
And you know that Dan would be thrilled. That's a whole other topic I'd like to get into at some point because I'm about it. I'm about giving it. Listen, I know Steve Spurrier flamed out, and there have been other college coaches, but there have been a bunch of college coaches that have come in here, and not necessarily here in D.C., but at this level. And basically, Tom Coughlin came from B.C., won a Super Bowl. Jim Harbaugh went from Stanford, took San Francisco to 3 straight NFC championship games. Pete Carroll bombed out twice in the NFL, but it took his Stanford run his USC run before he came back, and then he took the Seahawks to 2 Super Bowls. So you could do this. You can make this leap from college. Will Urban Meyer be able to do it? I don't know.